Cancer. So I'm here to do a new type of reading. It's for the single seeker for the spring. So if you are single, consider yourself single, looking outside. Who knows? But this is for you for the month of spring. I've done 3 readings so far, and the energy I am picking up is a lot of self-work. It's a lot of reorganizing to be where you need to be, so something fulfilling can come in. I'll just start there. I'm still holding my contest for 2 free 1-question readings, and another prize is a deck of oracle cards, and I will do a 1-question reading for that individual as well. So please like, share, and subscribe, and comment on your sign below. Say hello, happy birthday, because it's my birthday soon. And if you want to reach me for a personal reading or would like to know more about the reading I just did, please contact me at soaring.swan.divination@gmail.com, and we can figure something out. So, just saying. I hate it when people say that. Because usually people use it to be an absolute... I'm just chatting. But people usually do it to be an absolute asshole. And they'll say the rudest thing ever. And you can't even believe they said that. And they'll say just saying. Like it'll get them out of being like a horrible... But this is definitely a just saying. Like I just said that. But I've seen people use that to be like absolutely horrid to other people. And just saying like... Just try to, like, be innocent for being a horrible, like, douchebag. Anyway. So, I'm using the Romance Angel Oracle cards as well as the Morgan Greer Tarot for clarification. And this deck is my buddy. This is my closest deck. And you kind of build relationships with your deck. I didn't realize that. So I have kind of a set of 3. So the 3 first months of spring. So mid-March to mid-April, kind of mid-March to mid-April, mid-April to mid-May, and then mid-May to mid-June is what we're looking at here. So the first month of spring, we have deception, we have the Hierophant, and then we have the 4 of Pentacles. So somebody is holding on to something. There's kind of this game playing energy, but there's also this like I don't know how to describe it. It's like this it's like you get you're doing things in a certain way because you believe they're supposed to be done in a certain way, but you're being deceived by this. You feel like, here's an example. Let's say a girl, this is just going to be my example. A girl wants a relationship. So she meets this guy and she thinks, well, I want a relationship. So he's going to take me on a date first. So I'm going to date him that way and we're going to sleep together on the third date. And it kind of lays that, so she's thinking, if I do these things in this order, I will get that output I want. But it's that deceiving type quality energy that regardless of what you had put in front of you, you are deceiving because it's this devil quality to it. And when I see the Hierophant and he's upright, so it's like you have your high moral standards and you want to keep to them, but there's some sort of deception here. So it's like somebody knows how to push your buttons and to get the output they want. But you're still holding your ground. And although this looks like a Hierophant, and this looks like somebody to be trusted, we have this deception, this pan-type energy. So it's mirroring themselves. So somebody's either deceiving you, or you're deceiving yourself. I kind of see both. And both can apply in the same situation. So you're deceiving yourself to think that, let's say, example, he says I'm beautiful, he says this, but he knows, and this is what you're looking for, but this person knows how to work you. Or if you're very single and you have, like, you can be dating somebody and still be single. This readings are for non-solid committed relationships or whatnot. But somebody, if you're very single, you could have been deceived and you feel like what you know about relationships and how they work in this Tinder age, whatnot, it's not on offer to you anymore. So you feel deceived, but I don't think you are. Like, what I mean is, you feel like you've been deceived. You feel like you want these things. You want these certain things, and you're going to hold on to them. But you're deceiving yourself and thinking that that's not possible. So that's a whole nother type energy. I'm sorry if that was confusing. That's a whole nother type energy. So depending on where you're at and how you're feeling, you're either You're either deceiving yourself, thinking things have to be done a certain way. You're either being deceived with this. I've never had like so much energy come in. You're either being deceived because somebody knows how to play how to attract you, or you're being deceived and thinking something isn't possible. So it's very dependent on where your energy is. So whatever you're feeling. So if you feel the opposite of what I just said, then your energy kind of lines up there. I hope that makes sense. So there's three different scenarios here. With it's kind of like the Ace of Pentacles on offer. But wherever you line up, there is your lesson. So the next card we have is It is Safe for You to Love. We have the Two of Wands in reverse and the Page of Wands is in reverse. So the message for It is Safe for You to Love is open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So because of the deception in the first month, it's like it's kind of jolted you and knocked yourself off kilter. So you could be putting yourself in the energy where you're meeting kind of hot to trot, one night stand people, and you're not able to get the types of relationships or negotiations that you were seeking here. You're not getting what you're wanting, but the energy says it's safe for you to love. But I feel like if you let this energy carry over, and I'm trying to bring out another card for this, but if you let this energy carry over, you're going to open the door to, it's like you're trying to make these negotiations, but to who? Or it's not even people who are, it's not even necessarily people who aren't worth it. It's just, it's thrown you off. So you might not be in a place, you might cut it off and kind of become a hermit, or you might be getting these type of offers that you kind of don't want. Death in reverse. So I had the same thing for Gemini in the same place. Exactly the same place. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. Interesting, huh? So what I see here in the following month of spring is more of a hermit type energy of looking within. More this hermit type energy of looking within and not seeing, it might be difficult to see what you're doing for yourself. And these people are going to present themselves to you, but take this more of a test of, well, I was deceived here. What I thought was the truth wasn't necessarily the truth. But I wanted to hold on to it. So if you hold on to this deception type energy, and your overall energy here is the 5 of Cups. I'm a Cancer moon, guys. So I'm here with you. So if this is like, I'm seeing it too. I'm a Cancer moon. So I see this too. I will be here with you. We'll get through this together. But this is where I'm a Cancer moon. This is me on the inside. This is my kind of my darker part of myself. That part of yourself you don't really know as well, right? But I do look at my Cancer readings because they are very reflective. I do always look at the Cancer readings because they've been bang on as well. But there's some sort of pattern that needs to be let go. And so there is this growth here, and it's safe for you to love. And there's this growth here and here too. You can see on their wands. But they really want you to decide what it is that's best for you. There's a lot of not really, like, you're going to be tested, but it's not like, it's not testing in the way that it's hard to explain. It's like you're going to get to where you need to be. That's evident. But we need these little soft introductions, and it's going to be divinely guided to slowly break up those patterns. And as a water sign, and the deepest water sign as well, Cancer is the ocean. Cancer, in comparison to a water sign, when a Cancer sinks, you can, and goes into their emotions, you can sink, man. And because of that, because you're the water, you're able to take so much emotion in, and when you sink, you can sink to the bottom. And that is very different than other water signs. Like, you can really bring yourself down. I've been there, man. So it's like these soft little trip ups that's divinely guided. And it's these little fumbles that, like, these of whatever it is, so you can break the pattern. So although if you're cognizant of this doesn't have to be yours. And that's where you have your own power. You have other signs in your chart. So you can dominate. Like, this would be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But if you can move within those types of personalities in your chart, you don't have to be this. You don't. If you know the pattern and you can break it, Spirit doesn't have to come here and break it for you. They don't. But it's these soft little trip ups because they're slowly trying to break what needs to be broken. Because I don't see a tower moment here. I feel like the tower is already come and gone. But it's still that relearning. It's still that chipping away at those patterns. So for the next month, I have Love Yourself First in the upright. These three came out. Let Your Friends Help You in the reverse. And Playfulness in the upright. So love yourself first with the Three of Swords reversed. So this is awesome. This is... See, although this is your overall, I see him peeking at these two. So he knows they're there. He's peeking at them. I see his eyes, don't you? He's peeking at them. But you can sit in this if you want. But he knows they're there. This is different. He knows they're there. This is not the I'm blind and heartbroken. This is I know what's behind me. So you can't let yourself dip. Don't let yourself dip, man. So love yourself first. These swords are slipping out of this heart. You can pull them out yourself or just let them slide out. So this is very important for you. And playfulness with the High Priestess reversed. I think this is saying to be open to what is coming to you and not so serious. This is a very powerful, strong, well-educated woman. But it's saying don't where these are so almost the same. They're educated in structure, and whatever structure you took apart, whatever pattern, it's saying don't fall back into it. Be playful, be open, and see what's presented to you and learn. So we have let your friends help you in the reverse. The Three of Cups upright, and the Four of Wands. So this could be some of that little edging. There could be people around you that kind of they want you to come back to your old patterns. This could be somebody from the past returning, relationship-wise. You could be sharing friends with somebody who don't necessarily have your best interest. Somebody wants you back here, right? So this is saying don't go back to that old structure of what this was. Somebody's trying to put you back to where you were. It could be an old lover, it could be friends, but this is another little edging. the energy doesn't feel too heavy, and don't take it too seriously, but you have to love yourself first. Somebody who's been rejected could have come back. Or like in the mid-season. But it's all that test of putting you back to where you were before. We have the Fool reversed. So not wanting to take that leap of faith. So again, it's holding on to that old pattern that didn't really serve you. This could be an earth sign as well, because I'm seeing this is behind the 5. And then we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like this slow coming offer. That was... I don't think it was never realized. I think it could be a Taurus. I kind of see Scorpio here too, but I don't see much water. But that maybe a younger earth sign. I think that when you get to this point, you're denying the offer. And the offer is not going to come in. It probably doesn't come in as strong. Maybe because there's other people involved. And they're trying to put you back into this scenario that you don't want. But it's going to come as a weaker offer. But it wasn't even a good offer to begin with. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of what I see. So this is kind of... Somebody might be keeping an eye on you. And I see Judgment here. So this could be like... This could have been some soulmate thing, so it's hard to let go of, but it's like you're peeking at those 2 cups because you know what's on offer for you. So you have to do this work. So the trumpets can blow, clear the slate enough so you can be where you need to be, is basically what I'm seeing. So, Cancer, really pay attention to the patterns in your life and what's kind of nudging you in what direction. And is this good for you or is this bad? Is this where I want to be? Is this the type of people? Red flags are going to be self-evident, very much so. But it's this disillusion of what the constructs of the way things are supposed to be. It's a really hard lesson to learn. But it's one you have to learn. So you don't repeat it. Because if this doesn't happen, you're going to repeat it. Right? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So again, contest. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to contact me about this and or a reading, my email is below, soaring.swan.divination@gmail.com. New love in reverse, just saying, you know these people, this person, and they want you to stay in your patterns because that's how they can push your buttons. But you know better. soaring.swan.divination@gmail.com, and take care of yourself, and we'll go through this together, I promise. Take care. Bye.